Good morning, good morning, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Hey everyone, here we are with Coffee Chats Unfiltered. I have my coffee cup with Girl Chat on the coffee cup. I love this cup. And Val has her beautiful, I know, isn't that cute?
It
Beautiful,
is
beautiful
awesome.
coffee cup. But anyway, we wanted to come, guys, and talk about some great stuff today. Let us introduce ourselves first. I am Cynthia Merritt, and I am a 60-ish person, lady. And I found myself near my retirement age, and I was looking at my money, and honey, that money was looking funny. And I said, let me get the funny money right. So I've been putting steps in place to get my funny money right so it's not so funny anymore. And I can retire in a thriving manner and just be happy and content. And actually live in abundance. That's what my goal is. And my co-host.
Hello, 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 hello. I am Valerie Davis. I am 53. And like Cynthia said, honey, I was going through some things and my money became funny. I didn't like that type of funny, honey. So I am trying to change it, working very hard to change it. I'm here to to give information and inspiration and receive the same thing and just make the changes that are needed. Um, and yes, and just hey, I don't want the funny money, honey. I want the long money. That
I know
good
that's right.
long money. That's what I want.
The long money. I love that, Val. And you know what, guys? We are just some everyday people who have some
Mhm,
experiences in life because, we've been around the block a few times. And
mhm,
so we know some things to do and some things not to do. And we're sharing our wisdom gained, knowledge gained, and experience gained so that you can either benefit, well, you always will benefit from either doing or not doing some of the things that we've done. So
right.
today we're going to talk about some home-based therapeutic practices for management of your mood and elevating your mood. And the reason we're talking about this today, you guys, is because we've had a week. We have had a week, and we're going to continue to have these kind of weeks. And we need to protect our peace, protect our
Yes.
mental health, protect our sanity, and protect our spirit. So we're talking about these things. I just want to talk about a few things before we get into them. The week has been so heavy because first of all, the government shut down, and so that's affecting a lot of people. And if you're one of those people, or if you know some of those people, my heart goes out to you,
Right.
and our prayers go out to you because this is going to be a trying time. We've had also the ICE fiasco in Chicago. I know everybody's seen those videos of the way they went into the apartment building and just, detained those people to 3 o'clock in the morning, from 10 p.m. to 3 o'clock in the morning for no reason at all. American citizens. Then the president finally admitted on a post so everybody could see it publicly that Project 2025 is in the works. And it's actually 48% completed. So he admitted that Russell Vaught and Kevin Roberts, who are the authors of Project 2025, are, the ones who are, executing the plan. And so
Mhm.
here's some things I just wanted to tell people because I talked to two people last week who it surprised me. One person said they've never heard of Project 2025. And then the other person said, I've got my own stuff on my plate. And I understand that. We all do, honey. We have your own
Right.
stuff on your plate. And so I can't worry about anything in Project 2025. I have to just worry about going to work every day and feeding my family. I said, okay, good. But let me let you know, I just want to let people know of a few things actually that are in Project 2025. Maybe it will prompt you to want to read more into it because I don't want
Yeah.
anybody getting caught off on by surprise when
Be
this stuff is
sidetracked. Yeah.
yeah. So the first thing I'm going to bring up is seizing the power within the federal government. Well, that's already done. They got all three branches of government, so everything's done. So
Mhm.
implementing a national ban on abortion, and now the new thing is banning contraceptives. And if you once the ban on contraceptives is done, if you are found to be purchasing contraceptives or taking contraceptives, then you can be prosecuted for murder. And then also in climate change protection and gut clean energy production, that's in the works. So, we need that. We need that climate change in the clean energy
Right.
production. Why would we not want clean energy, y'all? Pack the Supreme Court with
Exactly.
MAGA extremists, that's already done. Reinstate the crippling student loan debt, that's already done. Replace nonpartisan government employees with Trump loyalists. That's done, and they're still doing it. They're still getting them more.
Mhm.
Pardoning and the violent January 6th insurrectionists is done. Abolishing the Department of Education has been done. Force the states to report women who have miscarriages and they can possibly be charged with murder. And
Jesus.
also repeal protections for the LGBT community, and then expel transgender service members, and then cut taxes for the ultra wealthy. They've already done that. Increase the taxes for the middle class. They're doing that and have done that. Gutting Medicare, Medicaid, and SSA, done and doing. Eliminating union
Mhm.
protection, done and doing. Reinstating the Trump's Muslim ban. Okay, Muslims ban. That's done. And so please feel free, do your research, guys. Learn what else is included in Project 2025, because nobody needs to be surprised when these things start happening. So
That
we
is
just
so true.
now we'll get into what to do to protect your peace. Because all this stuff,
Because
this is a hard hit, guys. We're going to get hit mentally and physically with these
Mhm.
things, with these cuts.
Right.
Okay, so mind body practices. One thing Val and I speak about, and you guys may see some delays with our video today. I know I keep getting this message on my laptop, y'all, that I have low system resources, and so I may be slow and
No.
stopping. Y'all may see me, and I'm like this. Okay.
There's something good for today.
I know, I know. So, but deep breathing. Val and I talk about this too. Deep
Mhm.
breathing and grounding, y'all. Try the 4-7-8 method when you're doing your breathing. This really works. I was surprised the first time I started doing breath work how it actually calmed me down. I was stressed. I had been practicing it a little bit, but I was stressed one day and I said, "Oh, let me just sit and do some breath."
Yes.
And then I tried the 4-7-8, and it's where you calm your nervous system. You
Mhm.
breathe in for 4 seconds. You go up with a count of four, not 4 seconds, but a count of four. Hold it for 7, and then exhale for 8, and go all the way down until you let all that air out.
And it feels so good. It feels good
It
like within your head, like right here.
yes,
It
yes, yes,
lightens everything. Yeah.
it does.
Mhm.
And when you're
Mm.
focusing on your breath, what it's doing mentally with you is taking your mind from whatever you're stressed about to your
Mhm.
breath. And you're focusing on, instead of focusing on, oh Lord, what am I going to do about this? Exactly. Look at Val, how peaceful she looks doing
Yes.
that. I
And
know.
when you release, you're releasing that stress.
Yes, yes, yes. So definitely the breath work is grounding and so good for you. Okay, so progressive muscle relaxation. Here, this is where you tense, and this is good best if you're standing up to me. You
Mhm.
tense and release your muscles. So just from head to toe. And that's we have stored stress in our muscles. And so
Mhm.
if you tense your muscles and then release them, that when you release it, it releases that stress that you're storing in your muscles. So these
Exactly.
little minor things you can do with no exercise equipment or anything like that can help you relax and de-stress. Also, gentle movement. So that includes things like yoga, honey. I have a whole yoga room in
Mm-hmm.
my house
Oh,
and
yes.
have mats and everything. And then Tai Chi, and then, of course, stretching.
Oh, yes.
So, stretching that can improve all of those and can improve your circulation, and it releases those endorphins that we need to
Yes.
be released.
Yes. Oh my God. And Cynthia, and I thought about something that I saw this morning too when you was talking about the progressive muscle relaxation. Even though, they always tell you every morning when you get up to like move your hands and do little things like this with your hands to get the movement and flexibility. Well, what I found out this morning is oftentimes when you're doing that, when you're closing your hand at this vein here, this muscle right here, it
Mm-hmm.
actually starts to release tightness in your legs and it helps you
Mm-hmm.
decrease muscle cramps. I saw it this morning. I'm like, right, whoa. And I was like, okay, let me just start doing this. And I just started doing, I did it for maybe like 15 minutes. And I didn't notice like my legs start to loosen a little bit more, but it all stems from here and it's starting to release all the way down from your to your legs and it feels really good. So when you're stretching and relaxing and doing your hand exercises, it's not just for your hands and your wrists, it's actually for your legs as well. So it's very helpful. So just to put
I
that tip in
know.
here.
I,
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
learned
you
that this
said that.
morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'll get the link and I'll so that we can share it if not today then tomorrow because it has a whole write up on it.
Oh, we'll pin it to
But
the
yeah.
comments. And let me just say that you brought this up and make me think about this. I was on a training project probably back in
Mhm.
2016, y'all. It was so long ago. And a friend of mine, we're still friends today and talk. She actually called me last week. But anyway, we were working on some things, study material or whatever, and we went into a conference room and she knew that I had
Mhm.
started having sciatic nerve pain. And she
Uh-huh.
said, we sat down and I said, oh, the sciatic nerve pain is really bothering me today. And she said, girl, I'm not afraid to touch anybody's feet. You may know her, Val, too. She said, she's an older lady. She said, put your foot up on my lap. And she said, I'm not afraid to touch anybody's feet. So she said, okay, so this is the leg that you're affected. She took you know what I'm talking about. That's, you look like you do. But
I
anyway,
think I do.
okay, and then she took my hand and she started doing something with my fingers. And she
Uh-huh.
pulled something and touched between my fingers, and it affected my sciatic nerve pain in my leg. And I said, wow,
Yep.
this stuff is
Mhm.
all connected. So, Val, when you said that, it made me think about that. And girl, it's so true.
Yes. It makes you remember that little song, the hip bone connected to your, all that little song. So it is
Yeah,
everything is really connected.
it is.
So that's
Okay.
that's some good information.
Yeah. Thank you.
That is some good information. So yes, so just some other little therapeutic practices, guys. Now, since you told you about your mind body practices, so now let's talk about a little bit about your mental and emotional practices. Mindfulness, mindfulness meditation. Do you guys meditate? I meditate. Sit quietly. Notice your breathing, notice your breath, just like Cynthia was stating when you're taking your deep breaths. Observe those thoughts without judgment. Just sit and meditate. And guys, I'm telling you, this thing, it soothes your soul, your mind, and you're so relaxed. And if you start with that in the mornings, that's where your day will go so much better. There's a couple of things I try to do in the mornings. I listen to my prayer, listen to my gospel music. I pray and I worship God. And I try to sit for at least five. I don't do 10, 15 minutes, but I do at least 5 minutes of meditation. And I just breathe in and breathe out, and I don't hear anything. I take everything off the table, off the grid for right then. And it helps me, it molds my day, it shapes my day. All right. So mindfulness, meditation, that's really good. Also, gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling. Now, I started journaling maybe, I'll say maybe like 6 years ago, but I've really got into it 3 years ago. So when you're utilizing gratitude journaling, You want to write 3 things that you're grateful for. 3 things, guys. I know we're grateful for a lot, but you just choose 3 things. Choose those 3 things that you're grateful for each day, and then shift your focus towards being positive. Now, this is really important to me because let me tell you what just happened. I just spent a week-long training course on navigating conflict for at my job. And I tell them every day, like we say here, Cynthia, you want to change the trajectory, change your outlook on things, be more positive. We can avoid conflict. Conflict is going to arise because conflict is not meant to be something horrible, but that's what we look at it as. It's just a different of opinions, a different of views. So once you understand someone and you understand how they think, how their what their process is, then you can handle it better. So I tell, I've spent the whole week just giving them little things similar to this on how to work through their everyday work life and their personal lives. And it does work. So shifting the focus and thinking of things that are positive. So when you're journaling, think of everything that's positive. Don't think about all the negative stuff. Don't write anything about that and then say, I wish I can change it. Mm-mm. You put in pen to paper. So when you put in pen to paper, put the positive on the paper. Write the vision, make it plain. Make it, yeah, okay, right? All right, so then we have affirmations and self-compassion. Now I do some affirmations in the morning. There's one that's on YouTube that's called Black Girl Affirmation. And I think it's anywhere between 12 to 17 minutes long. I'll listen to that. So that's really good. And then I'll just start saying my own things. I have little not sticky notes, little things around in my room where I can just look at and just like, I'm wonderful. I'm great. Today is mine. I've already conquered the day. I mean, little things like that. So I go with my affirmations and self-compassion. So when you're doing that, you're going to speak kind words to yourself and over yourself daily.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking it, speaking it. You're speaking it to yourself and over yourself. So no one can get in and make it seem like, okay, you're not that great person that you say that you are. So I am
And you know
strong,
the
capable.
hmm
Go
and the
ahead.
great thing about affirmations too, Val, is that our subconscious mind does not know the difference between a lie and the truth. So when we say those things, even if we're not,
Mhm.
right now, I'm a savings boss, abundance is my natural state of being, things like that. If you don't
Mhm.
feel like you're in that yet, you can, like Val just said, speak that into existence because your
That's
subconscious
right.
mind hears that and says, oh, okay, well, let me get busy with the universe and try to make this happen. If she's supposed to be living
That's
in
right.
abundance is her natural
Yes.
state of being. Let's get some more abundant stuff in her life, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That is true. And if you're not too sure what affirmations to speak, you can Google, and
Mm-hmm.
the way it works, there will be someone that's stating the affirmation, give you a few seconds for you to say it until you get comfortable with it. But the key is for it to relieve some of the stress. It's very therapeutic. You can just walk around your house, even when you're cleaning. Just
Yes.
I'm in overflow. I live in overflow.
Mm-hmm.
I say that all day long. I live in overflow. I live in overflow. Just continue to do those affirmations, and it's very helpful. These gems that we're giving,
Mm-hmm.
they're very, very helpful. So maybe not all is for you, but choose what's best for you and
What's
just
best for
move
you?
forward. And yeah, and you'll see a big difference, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And think about creative and expressive outlets because we all
Mhm.
are, well, most of us are creative people. And art and music therapy, y'all. Art and music are literally therapy. They're therapeutic. If you paint, people get such a release and just a state of peace when they paint. Some
Mhm.
people doodle. I play music. I'm a jazz person, you know how people say music and this is true, music and reading. If you're engulfed in a book and you get lost in it, and a song can just even an instrumental song can just
Yeah.
take transport me to a whole different place, y'all. And it's like such an outlet for me, music. And so you can express your emotions verbally or non-verbally. So with these art and therapy music therapies,
Mhm.
you can either paint, doodle, play music, something like that. Or as Val said, getting started with the clay, that's really therapeutic if you're working with
Yeah.
clay and
Mhm.
making pots and things, pottery.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Pottery.
that's really therapy.
Mhm.
And touching, like you said, touching that clay. There's something about that clay when it's going
It
around
feels
on the
good.
kiln. The
Yeah.
kiln is the
Mhm.
kiln. Is the L pronounced or not? I can't remember. But it's on the kiln where you put it on there and it
Yes.
starts circling
Uh-huh.
around. It's a
Mhm.
K-I-L-N. But anyway, when you put it on
It's
there,
so
I know it feels so good. It really
it
does.
does.
And
It does.
then y'all dance or movement expression. We know dancing. If you put on your favorite song, y'all, or not even your favorite song, but some of your favorite songs,
Mhm.
and just start your body just starts moving. The beat
Yeah.
gets into you and you just start moving around, dancing around. I love playing music when I'm cleaning in the house too.
Me
'Cause I'm
too.
running around,
Oh,
dusting here and wiping the
girl.
air and mopping the air and sweeping, and feeling
That's
good with
me.
it.
Oh,
So
yes. That's me.
music.
That's with music. I'm like that too with music. Even at work in my training room, and when there's just me in there, I have my music going and I'm relaxed. And before the class comes in, I'll have some music playing. And if they come in, it's like, wait, why are you not jamming out today? Oh, I was doing something else. Sorry, but they notice because they get ready for it. It suits them as well. Now I'll tell you one thing. Now not Cynthia, I can't paint.
Okay.
But I can do it.
Okay,
But I love
okay,
to color. I love to color. So
okay.
I will color sometimes. And I'm still old school. I do the word puzzles, the circle
Mhm.
the words. I do those things are very easy and simple to me. It helps me calm down. And you know what it does though? It reminds me of the when days was simple, when you didn't have a
Mm.
care or worry in the world.
Oh, that's good.
So
That
it
is so
takes me back.
good. Takes you to that
And then
place.
I can just like,
Oh, I love that.
yes.
Yes.
It takes me back to that. So now I'm like, okay, all this other stuff that's going on, it doesn't matter. So that's therapeutic for me in that sense. It takes me back before I was an adult when I had to deal with all this. It
Mhm.
takes me to a place where I didn't notice any of these things.
Mm.
Right? And then when it comes to my music and dancing, I love dancing, can't dance, but I love to dance and I love all music, jazz music, gospel music, country music,
Country.
instrumental.
Mhm.
I love all music. If it feels good and sounds good, I love it. And it's really relaxing. And you
Mhm.
don't think about anything. It puts a
You know.
smile on your face and in your heart, right?
Absolutely, it really does. It surely does. And the painting thing too. I love that now they have the sip and paint things because it kind of gives you a guide, and your painting can
Mm-hmm.
act, I don't think I can paint either. But when I do the sip and paints, then I come home with a little picture that looks halfway decent.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It is.
And I love the
We got
puzzles too.
yes.
I remember back when we used to get the newspaper, they always had a puzzle in there, and I would work the
Yeah.
puzzle every Sunday. Yeah.
Girl, man, I just like the olden days. I
I
swear.
know. I
I just
know.
like the olden days.
There's
But now,
nothing like our generation, our days.
mm-mm,
The music, the 90s music, the 80s and the 90s
mm-mm,
music was just the jam. And the way
mm-mm,
we went out, I mean, you can't even do this kind of stuff anymore. And I know I digress. I'm sorry, guys. But the way we used to go out to clubs and feel safe and just go. Sometimes because I like to dance so much, I used to go to the
mm-hmm,
club sometimes and dance
mm-hmm.
just to dance,
Yes,
to
yes,
dance by
that,
myself.
that's
So
it. And I haven't been to a club in a long time, but the last time I did go, it wasn't as easy as I remembered it. Like you're saying, just go and just dance and just have fun, just relax. Most people are not dancing. Um,
no, they don't.
they're
I
not
had
dancing.
sons when they were in high school. Why doesn't your generation dance? Everybody's oh, the guys are wallflower. They're not asking the girls to
Exactly.
dance.
They're just standing there. And then
No.
those that are dancing, they've taken the natural art out of dancing. And honey, they just want to twerk and stuff. I'm like, no, I don't want
Oh
to do.
yeah.
I'm a silly dancer. I just want to be silly. So, so you know what I do?
Yeah.
I have my dancing time in my home, at
Me
my house.
too. Me
I do
too. Me too.
karaoke and everything. I just
Yeah.
relax.
I would be afraid to go to a club now, even a house party almost.
Yes, ma'am. It's a whole lot different.
Yeah, and that makes me think too about the young man in Douglasville.
Mhm.
Some years ago, he went to a party on a weekend, and his mom said the last thing he said to her, he came in and asked her, he said, "How do I look?" And she said, "Oh, you look good, you look good." And he said, "Okay," and he went out the door. It was a house party, somebody's sweet 16 party, and someone came and he wasn't the intended target. It was shooting at someone else who was at the party, and he got hit and killed at a
See,
house party. And the last thing his mom said, he came in the room dressed nice too, and said, "How do I look?" And she said, "Oh, you look good, baby." And that was it.
he was excited to go. Oh,
And it was a house party. We just can't do what we did. Anywho,
yeah,
I
yeah.
digress.
All right. Okay. Well, let's not get into that
I
because
know.
we making things therapeutics,
I
but
know
that's
exactly.
good to hear, right?
Good to hear.
Woo, so let's talk about some lifestyle and environment practices, guys. Remember, we're trying to decrease the stress, right? Isn't that the right de-stress? All right. So what about sunlight and nature time? Have you guys thought about that? That sunlight, that sun feels good. Step outside for fresh air. Sit near a sunny window. And you sit next to the sunny window like how I am right now, you get that natural sunlight and that natural mood boost that makes it feel good. Now, I'm a person that's always hot because y'all know I have my personal summers all day and all night. However, I do like the sunshine. So we were coming from the African American Museum yesterday in Washington, D.C. So it felt really good in there. It was, oh my God, that's another story of its own, honey. Um, but as I was going down the escalator, I felt the sunshine. And I was like, oh, that sunshine feels good. And there's something about it just right on your face and it just feels good. And I was like soaking it in. And my fiance says, I know you don't like that sunshine. You're always hot. I said, there's a difference in heat and sunshine.
That's it.
There's a big difference. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm hot, but I like to feel that sun and it just does something to you. Like you
Yeah.
close your eyes and you can just feel it just going inside your body. It really it's like a breath of fresh air. It really is.
And that natural vitamin D, it is
Natural
going
vitamin D.
inside your body.
Exactly. So I can just sit and I can just go from all angles and just receive
Yeah.
the goodness, and it feels good to me. So yeah, so step outside, get some fresh air. You can do your breathing techniques outside. That'll feel good too. So now you get the fresh air and your breathing techniques that's soothing you. Um,
Yeah.
Another thing, guys, you can declutter and create soothing space. Now, let me say this: where I am right now is a small closet space, and I feel like um, I can't be centered because it's a small space. It doesn't matter how much I clean it up, put things away, whatever, because it's so small and I have so much. And I just can't get it together. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot stand this place. So I keep the closet door closed. I go in there and it's also my prayer closet. And I said, God, if I keep praying, maybe the walls are gonna expand and become bigger. I don't know. Something's going to happen to that small closet, but you have to declutter and create a soothing space. Once again, that's my prayer closet. So I got to keep it, so declutter. I got to keep everything tidy and neat in there, no matter how small it is. So what I did was start getting these storage tubs, and I just start putting clothing in the storage tub and shoes in that storage tub that I'm not wearing right now, and put them in the garage. As it's starting to get cooler, I'll transition over so that way I could have a little more space. Now, also within my closet, that small closet, it's my dresser. I'm not one to have dressers on in the room. I don't really like that. To me, it becomes cluttered. So I like
Mm,
to keep my dresser in my closet. That's just
okay.
me. So in that small tiny closet is my dresser, a shoe rack, and then there's the clothing racks to hang the clothes. So
Mhm.
so I just make it more tidy. So if you have a place that's kind of cluttered, declutter, it becomes a bit more peaceful. It reduces mental overwhelmness because Lord, you can become overwhelmed when things are all over the place.
Mhm.
As my mom used to say, everything has a place. If you take it from that place, just turn around and put it right back in that place. That's all you got to do. Just put it right there. Everything got a place. So, so that's a way that when you see things nice and neat and aromatherapy, things smelling good, all the different oils, the carpet freshener, everything just smelling good, using those calming oils like lavender, um, and the citrus smelling ones that kind of uplift your senses,
Mhm.
right?
Mm.
So for me, I can tell you, I like to keep my laundry door open when I'm doing laundry so I can smell all that goodness.
Mhm.
Oh my, smell fresh. Um, the when I'm cleaning the baseboards or the walls, or you just smell all that fresh. It just feels so good. It smells good. And it just make you feel like,
Mhm.
oh man, having candles sometime when I come home from work after a stressful day, just having
Mhm.
the candles lit, those smells, those that aroma, guys, it smells great. I mean, I'm sorry to harp on this very long, but that's one of the things I really love to keep me calm is my candles and things like that. But yeah, but try some aromatherapy, guys, and declutter.
Yes, yes. And then social connection and practicing just staying together in community, guys. The scheduled check-ins that you can have, if you have a group, a video chat group that is really supportive and that really works for you, or even if you have family and friends that just want to check in on each other during these times right now, that is such a good thing to go ahead and create group chat, group
Hmm.
call, whatever. If you guys, I know the iPhone people, y'all do the FaceTime. So you see, I'm
Hmm.
Android, but proud Android. but the FaceTime checks, do that and do the video chats and then there are plenty of groups that you can join as well. I have this supportive group, this I call them my family. I love them. We have a check-in, a Zoom check-in every Thursday
Hmm.
night. And I love it. We just talk about the week, what has gone well, what's gone bad, and just to hear that from people in all over the country, experiencing different things and having that support. We love each other. So make sure you guys stay in community with a
Oh yeah.
group
Yeah.
and on a call, whatever
Hmm.
method. Even
Hmm.
if you're visiting people in person, do what you can. And then pet therapy. Now, you
Hmm.
know what? I love me a pet, honey. When I grew up, I always had a dog. Daddy always had a dog for us, and we
Hmm.
loved. And so I love dogs. However, I had a cat when I was married. My husband and I had a cat before we started having children, and
Hmm.
then but we never got, I don't think no, we never got a dog. But so I haven't had a dog in a while because I've been traveling with my job and stuff like that
Hmm.
throughout my career. So I really wasn't at home to take care of a pet. However, I switched it up because I always love having a pet. So guess what I got?
Hmm.
An aquarium with fish.
Okay.
I would I
Well,
would
that's not
buy
bad.
fish, beautiful fish, and I would
Okay.
name my fish. And it's so funny because when I would come and look at just sit in front of now, y'all, watching fish is a known fact to be Google it to see. It's
Hmm.
therapeutic just watching the fish swim around. It's so calming for your spirit. And the fish are beautiful. And when they come to the window, this is what
Hmm.
blew my mind. When I was sitting there, sometimes the fish would come to the window, look you straight in the eye, and then even put their little mouth against the
Really?
glass. Yes. And I'm like, they're trying to give me a kiss. Oh, it
I
warmed my
really
heart, child.
Oh my God. Now that's something I could probably do, Cynthia.
I-
I could probably do an aquarium because I'm afraid of dogs and cats.
Dogs,
But
yes.
the look of it, and because it's so beautiful, and then the colors of the fish, and then the water is serene, so I could probably do. So I too like to see them do this. It's cute. It's
It's
cute.
so cute, and it's so therapeutic just watching them. There's two things that are negative. The
Mm-hmm.
negative, fish don't live a long time, and so they'll die on you, and you'll have to replace it. And if you get attached to them, like I was attached to Ginger, and Ginger stayed. She was a beautiful, what is it? I forgot what tropical fish.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful tropical fish, and she just was so sweet. And then sometimes the fish will eat other fish in the
Mm-hmm.
thing.
That's true.
And then also you have to watch with your power bill because you're running it all the time and the light stays on the aquarium, so it'll take your power bill up. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
so those are the three negative things. But other than that, oh, an aquarium is a great thing for you to try out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll have to try that. I
Yes,
most definitely have to try that. I
yes.
really will. So let me tell you one other thing. You mentioned you mentioned the scheduled check-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me tell you this really quickly, then I'll move on. So I have this sister squad. Oh my God. We are marvelous together. It is a total of 7 of us. And we always say there ain't no squad like the one I got. Because I
Oh,
swear we hold each other up. I swear these group of women, man, these are some prayer warriors, some comedians, you name it, and we have each other, and I love it. So we constantly check in on each other. We by text message,
okay.
call- calls, and trying to meet up and do things together. And it is the best thing ever.
Yes.
And honey, we don't play about each other. We
Okay.
care about each other. And so when you mention scheduled check-ins, those calls are very helpful. That supportiveness from these group of women are just phenomenal. You just have no idea. That's very therapeutic, right?
Yes.
So to have
Absolutely.
that type love and hey, and sisterhood, that's perfect. Everyone needs that.
Everyone.
Everybody needs
It's a
that type.
necessity. It really community right now for us
Mhm,
is a necessity. It's not an
mhm,
option, y'all. You got to find somebody, and if you don't have your squad, like Val has her squad, and I have
mhm,
my community, find
mhm.
a person,
Yes.
two
Yeah.
people, y'all. Because the people need to be like minded. Don't be getting in the
Mhm.
groups with the people who are bad, foul spirited people.
Oh
Now
God.
that'll bring you
Mm-mm.
down. So
Mm-mm.
watch that. Be
Mm-mm.
careful. But if you can find like the groups like Val and I are speaking of, and I'm so
Mhm.
many people probably have wonderful groups, but make sure to find yourself a place of community. Gotta have it.
Man,
It's necessary. Whew.
that it
Thanks.
is necessary. It's necessary. And let me tell you one thing, one of my the best therapy that I have when it comes to just decreasing stress,
Mm-hmm.
and people that know me will laugh when I say this, is sleep. So rest and renewal practices, guys. Sleep hygiene. Consistent bedtime. I try to go to bed at the same time every night. And even if I don't try to, my body just knows what time I go to bed and I fall asleep anyway. I just fall asleep at the drop of a dime. Um, so no screens 1 hour before sleep, relaxing routine. Find something that's work for you. Maybe a soothing bath or shower. Um, you know, get your mind right so that you can go to sleep. So getting a great sleep hygiene method would really help you release and just relax. And also restorative breaks, short naps. Now, people will laugh at me about this too, because I take a nap every day. I
That's
take a
good.
nap every day. So when I'm at work, when I take my hour lunch, I take at least 20 to 25 minutes nap. I may eat or have phone conversations, but I'm going to take a quick little nap before I go back in.
That's a
Um,
great power nap. Yeah.
yeah. I have to. I have to do it. And sometimes when I get off work, I go ahead and take a quick nap before I start doing things.
Okay.
Um, and here again, warm baths, those are soothing. That's helpful. That
That's
relaxes you. Yeah, it just seems like it calms you down. All the stress just starts to, and for me, it starts to move from my head all the way through my shoulders, and it just comes on out of my toes, and I'm
okay.
so relaxed. Yes, um, lying down in silence. Oh
Mhm.
man, I can do that. And your body can be so tired sometimes, and you just lie down and just rest, and you feel like you're sleeping, but you're not. But you're in such a resting mode, such a resting
Mm.
state, and it feels so good. So I'm queen of the going to bed early, and I'm the queen of of taking naps, and that really helps me. After I've taken my, I've gotten gone to bed early, gotten up for work, meditate, stretch a little bit, talk to God a little bit, listen to a little music, maybe jump around, dance around a little bit. All that helped me
Mhm.
form my day
Mm,
to have a
mhm.
positive day.
I know
You got
that's
to do
right.
more.
Yeah, that sounds like with all
Uh,
that you just mentioned, that your day
mhm.
would be nothing but great. It's an amazing
Yes,
day.
yes,
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 if you start
yes.
your day with that, and then nap in the middle of the day if you can get a little quick power nap. If you
Mhm.
feel the need, it's awesome. That is so good. That is so
Look, if I'm in the car, someone's driving me, we're going somewhere. Oh, I'll take a little quick nap on the way
good.
there.
I know. I know. I know. And
That's
and
something.
that is so funny because when we get in the car, a lot of us do fall asleep. Just like on an airplane. When I get on flight, as soon as I get on the flight, I know I'm gonna be knocked out. As soon as we start
That's
flying.
right. Just
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
For the
on
whole
my
flight.
way to the Ravens game today,
Yeah,
I'm gonna sleep
okay.
on the way to the game.
Okay, that's right. While you're en route, you get a nap in and then go and
Yes,
cheer
ma'am.
on. I know. I'm so excited. That's gonna be a fun day. So y'all, thank
Thank you.
you so much. We have given you some tips right now to help you protect your
Mm-hmm.
peace, protect your
Mm-hmm.
spirit, uplift your peace. Just keep you where you need to be and keep you informed, guys. So what I'm going to say right now is I'm going to share this list again that I keep putting up, but I just really want y'all to stay informed about these independent media sites where you
Mm-hmm.
can get your news. Can you guys see it? And when it comes
Not
up,
yet.
okay, when it comes
Okay.
up, you can take a screenshot. Just take I'm not a screenshot, a picture, and be able to access those sites. Are you able to
There we
see
go.
it?
Mhm.
You can see it.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, and then at the
Mhm.
bottom I have call your senators. We had when they were voting on whether to decide whether or not to shut down the government. I
Mhm.
called Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. I called them. They're probably sick of me, but I'm like,
Because you
listen. I said, y'all better vote no. Go ahead, vote yes. Go ahead and shut the government down. They needed to because, but anyway, that was my opinion. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave that alone. So I gave them, and then I was so glad they did do that because
Mhm.
whatever was gonna happen anyway, and then the other side would have gained some more voting power. So but anyway, it is what
Mhm.
it is. We're all having to struggle through these times right
Right.
now. And that's why we're giving you these uplifting tips. And
Mhm.
just keep yourself informed. Go ahead and, access these sites and stay informed
Right.
about what's going on. I'm going to stop sharing. And we are going to say our goodbyes. Thank you so much for stopping
Mhm.
by. And Val, let me ask you, do you have a word for us, child?
Yes, ma'am. I do. I do. I do. I do. God will keep you in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on Him.
Mm,
He
okay.
will keep you in perfect peace because that's what we're talking about.
Yes, we are.
In
And just
peace
keep our minds stayed on him
on
and
Him.
exercise some of these techniques to keep
Yes.
our
Yes.
mind and our spirits solid and
Exactly.
uplifted. And our bodies getting that vitamin
Right.
D in the sun and getting that
Mhm.
rest like you just said about. Awesome.
And
And
get that movement going.
get that movement going, have some fun with the
Mhm.
dancing and painting and journaling and all
Yes.
that good stuff, y'all. But everybody go ahead and have an amazing day today. Thank you for stopping by. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you found anything that someone else that you know would get value from on this video, please share it with them. We love y'all. Stay connected. Get
Bye. Have
connected
a
if
great
you're
week.
not, but get connected. Bye. Have an
Exactly. Have a
amazing
great week.
day.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.